Hello, Ramo Crypto Army. Welcome back to the channel. And look, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I see a lot of comments in the comments section, right, saying that I need more. I wish I had more money to buy more crypto. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you like this: there are a lot of individuals right now, okay, that are in a position to buy more crypto and don't even know it. Okay, they got money sitting around and don't even know it. Okay, now this is one of my streams of income. I'm gonna share one of my streams of income with you guys. All right, and look, anybody can do this. Okay, this is not financial advice, so please do your own due diligence. Okay, do your own research. I'm just saying this is what I do. You guys can take the research the information and do what you will with it. Okay, so I have a decent amount of streams of income. I have enough just to keep me out of the 9 to 5 space. Okay, and one of those streams of income is renting out cars. Okay, I rent them out on a certain platform. Okay, uh, and that's one of my businesses. Now, although it is on a platform, it is one of my businesses. Why? Because I have my vehicles under a corporation. You know, I know a lot of individuals out there, they like doing the LLCs and all of that stuff, and no disrespect to the LLCs, but you know me, I got to keep it unconventional. I do the corporations. Not a lot of people are doing the corporations out there. Okay, now I do have a few cars on the road right now making me money as I speak. Okay, in fact, I had one come back last night. I had to get it prepped early this morning, and it went back out for it went back out around 8:30, I think. Okay, and they stay booked up. Okay, they don't stay booked up for 1 or 2 days. These things they stay booked up for weeks at a time. I hardly ever see them, until they come back. Okay, and you got to understand there are two things that individuals need in this world. They need a place to rest their head. They need a roof over top of their head, and they always going to need a vehicle. Okay, when COVID hit, all right, a lot of individuals was out of jobs and stuff like that. It was hard to find a lot of work. I still was going. I still was up and running even when COVID hit. That's the importance right now of having your own streams of income and not having to rely on a 9 to 5. And the thing is, look, there's nothing wrong with a 9 to 5. You know, everybody got to start out somewhere. You know, I started out there. You know, I started out not knowing what I was supposed to know. But at the same time, a lot of individuals can take this information right here and they can use this information, the assets over liability information, okay, for when they do take off, when those cryptos they're investing in do take off and you become rich and wealthy one day, okay. The thing is, this is what I said, these are assets making income, okay. When I got my rental cars, okay, that one rental car paid for my next rental car. That rental car paid for that next rental car. I had a car note. You know, I had a car note on the first rental car, but the second ones, the other rental car paid off both of them. Okay, I didn't have to come out of pocket for a car note. I didn't have to come out of pocket for my full coverage insurance. I didn't have to do none of that. The renters and the my cars, which is my assets, paid for that. Okay. This is what I mean when I say, always have assets to pay liabilities for your liabilities, okay? A lot of us have liabilities, but we don't know how to turn them into assets, okay? And this is my thing right here. This is one of my sayings. For every liability, you should have an asset paying for it. What are liabilities? Car notes, car insurance, your rent, that's liabilities. Okay, why? Because it's taking money from you. It's pulling money from you. And what are assets? Assets are things that bring in money to pay for those liabilities. They are things that bring in money without you having to punch a clock. Okay? And like I said, that's one of the things I stand by for every and then look, it does not even have to be a bill. It could be something that it could be like something you want to buy. It could be like a car you want to buy. It could be like some jewelry you want to buy. Okay, instead of coming out with the pockets of it, have an asset pay for that. Okay. Now I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you guys an example right here. Okay, because me myself, I'm a classic car guy. I really don't splurge and do all of that. I always do stuff for my family. Don't really do much for myself. But one day I wanted to buy a classic car. You know, I like the 70s muscle cars. I like the 70s styles. Also like the third gen Camaros. Okay, and one day I bought me a weekend car. I bought me a third gen Camaro. This right here is my third gen Camaro right here. Do you know what bought this car? I didn't pay for this car. You know what bought this car right here? This car. This one of my rental cars right here. Okay, that I bought a couple years back. This car right here paid for that car. This car right here is my asset. It's my money maker. It bought me this car right here. Paid for it in cash. Okay, that's the importance of having. That's the importance right there of having assets. Okay, you can have assets to not only pay bills but to buy things that you like. Okay, but a lot of us have liabilities sitting around, but we don't know how to turn them into assets. Okay, I can guarantee you right now, somebody has multiple cars sitting in their driveway and they only use one of them. They have multiple cars sitting in their driveway and they only use one of them. I can guarantee you right now, somebody has one daily driver, okay, and really don't use it. They use it less than 50% of the time. Why? Because they're probably in a situation where they work somewhere that's in walking distance, okay? Or some of them are just, you also have entrepreneurs that stay in the house and make online money, right? They make online money and they rarely use their cars, okay? It just sit in the driveway. I bet there are a lot of individuals just like that watching this video in that situation. That's why I said that this situation is not going to apply to everybody. Doesn't mean that you can't do it. You just got to find a decently priced car that meets the qualifications for said platform. Okay, but there are a lot of individuals right now in that situation. They got a stack of how can I say that? They got a stack of $100 bills sitting in the driveway on 4 wheels. Okay, and they don't even know it. All right, but a lot of them are in the comments saying, "I wish I had some money to buy some crypto." You got the money to buy the crypto because you got assets just sitting there. Okay. Now some of them might say, well, I'm scared someone's going to steal my car. You know, I got this thing in my car called trackers and kill switch. Okay, I got them in all of my cars. Out of all of the renters I've had, no one's tried to take my car. You try to take my car if you want to. Okay, you're going to be in the grocery store one day buying a house full of groceries. And from my cell phone, I control it from my cell phone. I'm going to shut that sucker off. Okay? And when you come out of that grocery store, that thing going to be gone. You're going to have a handful of groceries up in your hand. You're going to be blown. Okay? So that's what I do. I got trackers and kill switches. You try to take my car if you want to. Okay? And I'm going to come repo that thing back. All right? Now, and some individuals might say, well, I'm scared they're going to crash my car up. Okay, if you do what you're supposed to do on these platforms, okay, if you meet all the requirements and you cross all your T's and dot all your I's on these platforms, no matter what they do to your car, you will get paid back for that. Okay, and some individuals might have that emotional attachment. You guys got to understand that when it comes to entrepreneurship, when it comes to making unconventional money, the emotional, they don't have no place in this. Okay, the emotionals don't have no place in money making. Okay, so You got to get away from that emotional attachment. Remember what I said, you cover yourself. When you cover yourself, you can never lose. Okay? When you cover yourself, you can never lose. Now, one of the platforms that I use, and there's multiple platforms out there, but one of the main platforms that I use is Turo. That's Turo. I'm not sponsored by these guys. I'm not advertising for them. I'm just sharing with you guys one of my streams of income and what I do, okay, and how I do it. Okay, I use Turo to put all my cars on that platform, and that's how I get my renters. And the good thing about that is that a lot of the renters that I got off of Turo, I got them also now as private renters, which means when I rent out my cars and stuff like that, when I rent out my cars, I don't have to pay a Turo fee. I get the full payment, so that's a good way to pick up, like your private renters out there. Okay, get them off of the platform. Okay, and so one of the requirements, I'm going to tell you guys one of the requirements. Okay, one of the requirements is you got to have a car that's less than 11 years old. I would go as low as like 2012 or 2013. You gotta have one that's less than 11 years old. It has to have less than 129,000 miles on it. Okay, so y'all can get some used cars out here. All right, so that's be less than 11 years old, less than 129,000 miles on it, no engine lights, none of that stuff. Okay, and I think that's it. All right, so that's one of my streams of income. You guys can check out a lot of those platforms out there. I know they got Turo. They got one called HyreCar. That's HYRECAR. Okay, and yeah, when I make money from off my rental cars, I buy my crypto. Okay, when I get money off of matter of fact, remember what I was talking about when I said have an asset pay for. Well, I don't call it a liability because it's an investment. Okay, but I have one car. I use my other cars for certain reasons, but I do have a car that buys my crypto. Okay, so a lot of us are sitting on assets right now. We don't know it. Hey, it's time for us to get creative. Like I said, it's not financial advice. Do your own due diligence. Please do some research out there. Okay, and also, if you guys want to join my Patreon right here, I don't only invest in crypto and brainstorm with individuals in crypto, but I also brainstorm and teach about financial literacy. Okay, so the link is in the description for that. Okay, and look guys, we gotta have that unconventional mindset out here. Okay, gotta have that unconventional mindset, and remember, it's assets over liabilities. You gotta start pimping out those. You gotta start pimping out them liabilities you got sitting around the house. All right. So I catch you guys again on the up and up. I love you guys, and I see you guys again. Okay, howdy.